Welcome, Sagittarius, to your how do they feel about you right now reading. If this message does not resonate with you, please take a look at your moon, rising, and Venus signs. There might be messages there that are more relevant and more fitting to you right now. Right, Sagittarius. So let's have a look and see what we have now. Now, this reading is relevant to the person that first came to mind when you read about the reading, or when you read it, and when you first heard it. So this person could be somebody that you're in a relationship with, or somebody that you have been separated from for the past few weeks, few months, or even few years. It's the first person that came to mind. So I want you to know that this person has been doing a lot of thinking about you. You've been on their mind a lot. They have not made any moves. Okay, so from what I can see right now, I think this is a person that is not in your present. So it's a person that you have separated for. And they are doing a lot of thinking about you. It could be thinking about the past. Where did I go wrong? Why couldn't I have a future with this person? There was so much potential. There is a lot of pondering, a lot of thinking. They're very, very slow moving with this because they felt that there was a lot of potential with you, but something made them feel quite defensive. Something made them feel like they had to guard themselves and protect themselves. So they were quite torn here, because on the one hand, they really wanted to come forward and make you a solid offer, but there was something that they felt that they needed to protect themselves from, or they couldn't come forward with something, and this left them kind of just in no man's land. And yet they always had this feeling that you could be the one, that you could have created something magical together and created an incredible future together. This is probably something that was something underlying for them that they probably couldn't even verbalize, they weren't even aware of at the time, and this is what's causing them to do a great deal of thinking, what actually happened? What did I do? Where did it go wrong? What was my role in this? They're trying to put everything into place because they know that there was definitely something there that had the potential for more, and they're trying to understand what happened. Where did they go wrong? What caused them to feel so defensive, so insecure, so hesitating, not wanting to take the next step. So let's just have a look at your oracles to see if we can get further clarification. The first card we get is I am limited. So something about this situation made them feel like they probably didn't have enough to give you. They didn't, it could have been financially or emotionally, it could have been financially, that they probably felt that you deserved more or needed more, and they weren't in a position to give it to you, and this made them feel like they always had to perhaps defend, I wouldn't say defend themselves, but perhaps it was exhausting for them because they wanted to provide and be the provider and probably spoil you and treat you, and perhaps they weren't able to. So it is something, it could have been financially, or it actually even could have been emotionally, that maybe they were a very reserved kind of person and you were a very outgoing kind of person, and they felt like they couldn't give you what you needed. There was something here that they felt that they couldn't give you what you needed. Then we get the card, I dream about a future with you. So they still thinking that there is something there that they missed. They missed an opportunity with you. They missed something with you. And this is what still plays on their mind. This is what they're trying to figure out. Where did they go wrong? And then the last card we get here, it's hard for me to live up to your expectations. Okay, so there was something. When we've got I am limited and it's hard for me to live up to your expectations, and it was probably not even something that you consciously were aware of. It was something in some area of their lives that they felt limited in. That perhaps maybe you had a group of friends, or you moved in a social circle that really, you did, like, you went away for weekends and you went out for dinners in expensive restaurants, and maybe this was a strain on them. Maybe you were a very maybe you're a very dynamic person, a great businesswoman, and they just felt it was very hard to keep up with you. There was something here that they felt they couldn't keep up with you, and that they were letting you down somehow. And they're just trying to kind of see why. Why did they feel this way? Because this connection had the potential. So let's take the little tarot to see if we can get further last message from them, the further and last message from them. So we've got the Three of Pentacles. So I think on a lot of levels, besides this, where they felt that they were limited, I think you guys connected on so many other levels that they can, it still plays on their mind now. You probably had a good laugh together, you were great friends, and you saw, you had the same values and the same beliefs. So there was so much there, but because of this feeling of being limited, it just made them withdraw completely. So I've got the Sun here, which tells me that it had the potential of really being a good, solid relationship. But because of this kind of feeling of, I don't have enough, I don't have what to give, they let it go. And then we have the Eight of Cups, which is really, really sad, because they felt that because they were limited and they couldn't give you what they felt you needed, they walked away. And they walked away with something that had the potential of being really, really good. And that's what they really want you to know, that it was because of something within them that this relationship actually, came to an end. It was just because they felt they were letting you down on some area. And they really wanted you to know that they do still think that there was an enormous possibility, but they could not live up to what they thought you needed. So that is your message, dear Sagittarius. Please take care of yourselves.